Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Bobbie and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot. And today I want to do a reading for JD Vance. I want to look at what's the future looking like for JD. And I'm talking about from now, like all the way looking forward. We're just going to get general energy. So this is not election specific, okay? This is just looking at the energy for JD Vance's, life as it stands with his current energies, okay? So let's take a look and see what's going on. Don't forget to hit the like button, and also if you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. So let's take a look at JD Vance and see what's going on. What does his future look like? So we're looking at the Two of Wands reversed, and when the Two of Wands is reversed, it's this energy of rushing something, like haste, okay? This could be rushing to accomplish a bunch of stuff, because we know that he has, he wrote a book, they made a movie out of it, he's been a politician, he's, been to college, an Ivy League school. Let's keep going. So what is blocking him is his own immaturity. He's really, really young. So, and I mean, he's not like young. He's, what is he, like his 40s or something? But like, he hasn't had enough life experience. And that, even though he's had a lot of life experience, there's something in him that's still really immature. And that immaturity is what's blocking him and blocking his progress. And that immaturity is something that he's going to battle for the rest of his life, okay? Then we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is intuition, and it's someone who's sensitive or even empathetic. I do think that there is a part of JD Vance that is perhaps intuitive. Look at everything he has accomplished. You have to be kind of you have to kind of have a good grasp, a good feeling to be able to accomplish that. So I'm wondering if this is talking about that type of energy. I'm also wondering if he wasn't like a really sensitive child. I do want to say this reading is for entertainment purposes only. There are no facts. This is just my opinions and tarot interpretations. Please do your own research, form your own opinions, and also understand that I'm a human. I do have bias. I don't allow my bias to affect my readings. But if I say something that you don't like, I'm so sorry. But I would ask that you just click out of this video and move on to another one. Please don't leave a rude comment directed towards me or towards anyone else. Okay, thank you. So I do think that he was probably a really sensitive, empathetic child. Oh, but with that being said, I've never read his book or seen the movie Hillbilly Elegy. I really don't know a lot about him. So I don't know if he was like known as being a sensitive child, but I would definitely take that. Okay, so then we have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is the ultimate card of intuition. So I am going to stay by that. I'm wondering if JD Vance maybe has like some type of ability, whether that be like some kind of a psychic ability or some kind of just being hyper empathetic. But to have the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess together, that's really hammering home that idea of intuition. But the High Priestess is also, she can keep secrets. So this means that there could be some secrets that JD keeps that impact him in the future, okay? And we don't have a timeline on this. This is just in the future. It could be like next week. It could be in 20 years, okay? So we're just looking at really broad timelines. Now we have the Ten of Swords. Interesting. So 10 of Swords is, it's endings, it's sufferings, it's revenge. So I'm wondering if what's motivating him is like wanting to show people, wanting to stick it to people, I'm going to be successful just to spite you. That's like very much the energy I'm getting. Like he is driven not by a desire to succeed or a desire to serve the public, or, you know, it is spite. It is to prove people wrong. It's this like, I'm going to show every single freaking one of you. And I don't care how I do it, because it's this Ten of Swords energy. So if I have to stab you in the back to get there, I'll stab you in the back to get there. If I have to say one thing about, you know, my views, and then now I'm changing everything about my views and they're completely different than what I've stated before, it's fine, because I'm going to do anything it takes. Anything it takes. Then we have the Death card reversed. So when the Death card is reversed, it talks about the ending of something. Something is going to end. The end of a cycle, and then a new birth, a rebirth. Okay? I'm wondering if JD is going to get caught having an affair. And again, this is all alleged, blah, blah, blah. Or if he's currently having an affair. Or this could be heartbreak. I mean, it can be heartbreak. So it could be a tragic loss, some kind of a tragic loss coming his way. But my feeling, my intuition is that this is infidelity. Okay. Then we have the Hanged Man. All right. So the Hanged Man is this idea, right, of being forced into a timeout, being forced to stay where you are, taking the time in your forced timeout to get your plan of action together. Okay? So the Hanged Man, it can also be this idea of like a prophecy. So I do feel like his environment might be, he might be hearing things like, you know, this was a prophecy. You were supposed to do this. Or, you know, he's Trump's running mate. And there's a lot of talk about, you know, saying that God saved him from that bullet and all of that. So there's a lot of like, this is destined. This is prophecy. This was meant to be. There's a lot of that rhetoric in his you know, surroundings, in his environment. What he wants is ultimate happiness, right? He is striving to have this perfect life. So he talks about, you know, women need to be mothers and have children, and, you know, family values. That's like what he's preaching. And that's like what he wants. But as we're seeing, I don't know that that's what he's actually doing. I feel like it's more lip service than it is an actual desire to really live by those values. And then we have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is all about institutionalism. It can also be about government. So I do see him remaining in government, whether it's as vice president and then continuing, or just staying in government. But I do feel like his path is to stay in politics. Okay. All right. So let's take some more questions here. So the first question I want to ask is, let's look at JD's past. Okay, it's actually not a question. I want to look at JD's past to really understand. I mean, we've seen a lot, but what do we really know about JD Vance, right? So let's just see. I'm going to start shuffling it this way, guys. I'm having a hard time doing my other shuffle. This doesn't look as nice, but... Okay, so we're going to take 3 cards and we're going to look at JD's past just real quickly, okay? So we have the Magician reversed. We have the 6 of Wands reversed, and we have the Chariot reversed. This is about being stalled. This is about not being able to make what you want to make or do what you want to do, lacking the tools. This is not winning. And then the Chariot, when it's reversed, it's not going anywhere. So when the Magician is reversed like this, we're talking about untapped potential. Okay, so in his past, he had a lot of untapped potential. This is all about pending advancement. We're not going forward, like waiting. This is about postponement. This is, he was kind of, things had to be postponed, and there's this like pushback. And then we have the Chariot reversed. And again, like I said, that's going in the wrong direction. It's turbulence. So this is what's been leading up to where JD is right now. So I think JD has made some decisions that were probably not the best decisions. And I'm wondering if he's starting to, regret those decisions, or if they were made from a place of turbulence rather than, that was terrible. I'm just going to go back to my old way of shuffling. I'm wondering if there was like some kind of turbulence, something happening, but it wasn't made from a good decision. Okay. It really wasn't. It was not made from a good decision. Let's look what we have. We have Strength and Queen of Cups. We have that Queen of Cups energy. Remember, that was in his past when we were looking at his first spread. And then we have Strength. Strength is about using gentle strength and not brute force. Okay. There's also a balance in that Strength card. Needing to strike a balance. Okay. So now I want to look at present situation, present energies. Okay. Present energies for JD Vance. Ooh. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Five of Swords reversed. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So Five of Pentacles is about sadness, regrets, mourning. I wonder if he regrets being chosen as the VP pick. I'm very much feeling like, he had a choice to make. It was either sign on with Trump and have the possibility of being a VP, or passing it up. Well, who's going to pass that up? But he regrets it. He deeply, deeply regrets his choice. There's unnecessary conflict. There's conflict between him and Trump and, what's going on. And it's unnecessary because he didn't have to choose it, right? He didn't have to take that on. And so with this Knight of Pentacles, this is moving forward. This is this feeling of wanting some type of stability, wanting to be this trustworthy person, wanting to be someone that people trust. And it's really, really getting like decide right now. And he's trying so hard to like move forward. He keeps trying to like move forward, regroup, do different things, re-strategize. But he's just in this where it's regret and it's like unnecessary conflict. I think that there's fights happening behind the scenes that are just like silly, like ridiculous. Okay, so now I want to do 3 cards specifically for JD's future. Let's look at the energy of JD's future. Okay. We have the Empress. Okay. We have Temperance. And we have the Knight of Wands. So the Empress is all about giving life and rebirth, but this can also be the creation of an idea. The generation of like coming up with something, like giving birth to an idea, a concept, something. Okay, this is divine feminine energy. So this could also be his future. And don't come for me in the comment section, okay? But it could be his future is a female president, which would lean towards Kamala. We'll look into the election specifically here in just a bit. Then we have this Temperance card, and Temperance is like finding that perfect balance. It's like the perfect chemical equation. It's finding that right mix. It's that energy of like getting it exactly right. And then we have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is hot-headed, impetuous. This is a very, this is a kind of a, just like a really hot-headed knight. This is someone who isn't really thinking clearly. And again, it's that immaturity. So I do feel like this could be talking about him needing to use temperance, but struggling because he has this Knight of Wands energy. And he's gonna, I feel like he's going to struggle. So with that being said, let's look at the election. Will JD be the 47th Vice President of the United States of America? Now, I've already done a video that was my final election prediction video. If you want to see that, go see that. I already, called who the cards say is the winner. But, that's funny, who the cards say is the winner. And the Six of Wands popped out. That's like the card of victory. So I already determined in that video who the winner is. So but I want to do this just in case people are not watching that video. We are going to look at it here. So will JD Vance become the 47th Vice President of the US? We're going to do 3 cards. Okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant reversed. And we have the Five of Wands. So Queen of Pentacles is woman energy, queen energy. Female president, not going into the, so remember this was institution, government. It's it can also be church, it could be the Pope, but it's reversed, not going into it. And then they're being fighting. So it's going to end in fighting. He is not going to be the 47th Vice President. Sorry if you guys don't like that. Also, if you don't agree with me, don't leave a mean comment, okay? Just move along. Anyway, and then with this Five of Wands, I mean, this is like competition, rivalry, contention, strong opponents, opposition. I really feel like this is showing us again, Kamala's going to win. He is not going to go into the place of the 47th Vice President of the United States, and it's going to lead to some really tough times. I think that there's going to be issues in the U.S. around this. So let's look at the energy right after the election with J.D. Vance. What is J.D. Vance's energy after the election? Let's see what we can get here. Okay, let's take a peek here. Knight of Swords reversed, the Emperor, the Knight of Cups. Okay, so we see a lot of men, 2 knights fighting. Knight of Swords reversed. When we have the Knight of Swords reversed, it is a stressful situation that is completely blown out of proportion. It is someone being on the warpath. Okay, the Emperor, this is authority. This is like government. This is very much that authoritative or authorian, I don't know. Anyway, this is like that ruler like energy. And then we have this Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is about an offer. It could be an offer of some kind of emotion, support. I feel like there's going to be fighting, and he's going to feel supported by Trump, and they're going to come together. There's going to be like a closeness between them, or there's going to be something after the election where I don't know if they're going to fight. I wonder if there's going to be a fight, and then Trump steals or wins or whatever the election. And then he receives this offer. I hate to say it, and a lot of people have been saying it, but I really do feel like Trump is going to declare victory by like 6:30, 7:30 on election night. just to sow confusion. And that's going to be the beginning of like the steal, basically what he did last time. And my fear is that there's going to be social unrest and things are going to be really tough. And even though Kamala is going to be elected, and when I say elected, I mean winning both the popular vote and the electoral college vote, I think she's going to win both of those and be the rightful president of the United States. But I could see Trump fighting her and taking it, which I know sounds crazy. I can't believe I'm saying it. It sounds nuts, okay? I'm much more practical than this, but I can't help it. This is what keeps coming up in the cards. This is what I keep seeing. Okay, so that was the energy after the election. So now I want JD's energy like 10 years down the road, okay? 10 years into the future, after this election, after any potential, vice presidency, I want to see what energy of JD's future is like 10 years down the road, 10 years in the future. Let's see what we got. We have the 8 of Cups. We have the 4 of Pentacles. And we have the 3 of Wands. 8 of Cups talks about departure, abandonment. 4 of Pentacles is desperately trying to hold on, desperately trying to hold on to your footing, your anything, just desperately trying to cling to whatever you can, okay? It's like that, like it's a frugal, it's a miser, it's just, but it's also like someone who's just desperately trying to hold on. And then we have this 3 of Wands, and this could be about travel. This is about being productive. This is about potential activity. So I'm wondering if something's going to happen and he's just going to be like very like the energy I get is like he's trying to hold on. He's losing everything, or it feels like he's losing everything, and he's looking into the future of like, what should I do? What's my next thing? And I would not be surprised if it involves him having like a substantial move. Some type of move, travel, some type of activity. Okay? Okay, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And also, if you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would appreciate you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and flipping cards. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.